Good afternoon everyone, this is Puja and in this video we will learn about defamiliarization. That is a famous term in English literature which we all know, and this term was popularized by Victor Shklovosky. If you are new to my channel, then please do subscribe my channel. That will encourage me as well as it will help me to reach more people. So without any delay, let's begin our lesson. So as I have said that this term defamiliarization was introduced by Russian formalist critic Viktor Shklovosky in his essay Art as Technique. Now we all know that formalism flourished in Russia, right? So Shklovosky used this term in his essay Art as Technique that was published in 1917. Now what is the purpose of defamiliarization? If we want to understand this, then we must remember that the purpose of art is to impart or import the sensation of things that as they are perceived and not as they are known. So that's the job of an artist to make our habitualized things that we perceive from day to day life and represent it in a manner that will make us feel like we never have actually experienced this, or we have never gone through this kind of things, or we never have passed this kind of particles. So that is the purpose of the artist. And the next thing that I want to say that everyday experience makes perception automatic and static rather than dynamic. Now if you see one particular object from day to day, then obviously the experience of seeing or perceiving that thing will not be as a fresh experience, right? So the experience will be very automatic and static rather than dynamic. So for example, let me explain that if you now we all see our home in a habitualized manner, so we do not notice the particular things, right? Because we are so habitualized with the total experience of living in a particular home that we never took notice of some peculiar things. But that's the job of artist. Now the artist will make an impression in the mind of the reader that the habitualized home is is represented in a kind of manner that will make it more colorful to the reader's mind, and that's the speciality of on the part of the artist. Now the next point I have to say, as I'm quoting Shklovosky, that this sentence actually used in art as technique. Art exists that one may recover the sensation of life. So that is the purpose of life, right? So rather than making the life as a static experience, the literature for say that is obviously one domain of art is actually to the job is to the job of the art or the artist is to make the sensation lively, right? So that's the main purpose of literature or any kind of art. Now, defamiliarization is achieved through devices, whether linguistics or formal. Now, Shklovosky points out that defamiliarization, if we used it in a linguistic way, then defamiliarization is achieved through linguistics. That is obviously rhetoric. I mean, the artist or the poet, for example, or a novelist, achieves this technique of defamiliarization by presenting the linguistics or the language in a kind of manner that is full of full of figure of speech. So that is the only way the artist can make a language or the perception of things unusual or unfamiliar. So that by reading this, the reader can feel that we actually never see this thing in this way as the artist represented it in his work. Now, defamiliarization removes the habitualized perception of an object. As I have said, that we are so habitualized with perceiving some objects that we never take notice of the peculiar details about the object, right? And enable the reader or the viewer to see it in a new light. That's the part of the artist, I have said, or the novelist or a poet. For any kind of artist, to make it to represent it in a new light, in a new manner, that is not actually experienced by the reader earlier, and makes the object unfamiliar, object or thing that is actually never perceived. So the representation of the artist of a particular thing is done in such a manner that the reader, for example, when reads a novel or a poem, feels that I have the reader can have never experienced these particular situation or particular event in this manner, or he or she doesn't think this view of the object in this manner. So that's the unique quality on the part of the artist. Now, Shklovosky refers to Leo Tolstoy as the perfect example of a writer is well-versed novelist in defamiliarization. So, Shklovosky views the novels of Leo Tolstoy as the perfect example of through which the defamiliarization is achieved in a great with great skill. I mean, he thinks that Leo Tolstoy is the mastermind in using the defamiliarization technique in his novels. So, Shklovosky elaborates more by using the example of the whipping scene in Anna Karenina. So, by using different words to make the habitualist experience of whipping unfamiliar. So, Leo Tolstoy represents the scene of whipping in Anna Karenina in such a manner, when the reader reads the novel, he or she thinks that it is actually not the way, not the particular way that we have, or we have, either experienced or we have viewed this total experience of whipping in such a manner. So he makes a colorful words to represent the experience of weeping that will seem to the reader that is quite unfamiliar. So that's all for today. Thank you for your attention, and please do subscribe my channel if you like my video and the way I am representing it to you. Then please do subscribe it, and please inform your fellow students or your friends and family, so that they can also take note of this. So thank you very much. Thank you so much.